Quand est-ce que tu vas mettre des paillettes dans ma vie, Kevin?
Erreur. Donc, bah, en fait, on est assez sauvés, hein. Ça va dans l'histoire, il y a que 5 jours. C'est déjà bien. Heureusement, parce que s'il y en avait eu plus, je serais morte. Tout simplement. Bref, donc on va continuer cette histoire. Est-ce qu'on a encore des choses à parler, enfin à dire à cette
Hey, Eve, got a
jeune
sec?
demoiselle?
So what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know.
On est au jour
I
3
thought
là.
it might help you find the place where that picture was taken. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Enfin, je crois.
I should get back. Okie dokie.
Elle m'énerve, c'est en okidoki l'autre là.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Super, c'est de la drogue.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E. Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Salut. C'est quoi ça? Cabane au bord du lac. Ah. Moi je veux d'abord aller parler à la dame. À la dame qui aime la cigarette. Oh, il y a un oiseau. Il y a un bruit super bizarre. What? On va taser la mouette. De loin.
I don't want to zap that.
Ok.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
C'est notre meilleur pote maintenant. Oh, il est plus
You know
là.
Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Ok. Pauvre garçon. Oh, il manque une moitié.
The left half is torn off. That must be Lily. She seems very happy. Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy?
Je veux taser le dessin.
I don't see how the...
Mettre le feu au dessin.
That action doesn't seem productive.
D'accord. Ok. Non mais il y a la moitié là à côté, non? C'est pas ça? Mais non, je l'ai jamais utilisé le taser. Elle m'ouvre... Ah, à chaque fois... c'est à chaque fois le même dessin en fait, d'accord, ok. Bon, Jacqueline.
I had a
Shoot.
Ah, que
I don't
penses-tu
need
de
to ask her
l'église?
about that.
Ah, elle s'en fout.
Sue, what do you see in this picture?
My God, that looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Ça, je m'en doutais.
Wow, really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red. There were probably other details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it.
Ok.
Do you know anything about this flower?
Sure. Smoked it a few times.
Oh,
back in the day,
notre
before
pote,
it was
alors.
endangered and all.
Yeah? What was it like?
Similar to pot, but stronger and more unpredictable. Never touched this stuff after I got pregnant with Lily.
Da,
All right.
da, da, da. Ok,
It was fun the last.
Ok, bon, bah c'est tout ce que je voulais savoir. Merci, au
I
revoir, à la
think I'm gonna
prochaine.
head off now.
Sure thing.
Yet another bear.
Y'a rien d'autre là Ok, ben je m'en vais. Enfin, j'aimerais bien en tout cas.
Oh, gee, I would, but
Ok, donc elle me dit toujours la même chose. Y'a rien d'autre. Il y a un truc avec la mouette là, mais... Je ne vois pas ce qu'on pourrait faire. Tant pis. La Catmobile.
it's the Catmobile, my custom chopper bike. Plenty of gas in the tank.
C'est déjà bien.
She was born a 76 Corley Motors, but there aren't many original parts left. Took me a couple of years to make her perfect.
Ok. Hop, allons-y. Vroom vroom. Est-ce qu'on va... On va aller parler à mamie, hein. On va aller vite parler à mamie avant de faire la suite. Si mamie est toujours vivante. Salut. Oh, mais elle regardait la télé, la
Mind if
pauvre.
we talk?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Parle-moi de
I
la...
don't see a reason to ask.
Non, ok.
I don't see a
Ok.
What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no
Bam,
idea.
bam, bam,
But
bam,
it's
bam,
quite
bam,
an eerie
bam,
display.
bam, bam.
What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do
C'est
let me
que
know
tu
if
es
you come across anything
intelligente.
else.
Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
Ok.
I don't want to show her.
Ah non, ok. Très bien, mamie n'avait rien à nous dire. On se casse. Ah, peut-être qu'on peut téléphoner à l'église de la Sainte Trinité. Désolé, il y a la police dehors.
No result for that.
Aucun résultat, très bien. Je me tire. Et vroom vroom. Voilà, regarde. Allez. Je veux en savoir plus sur cette fleur. Bonjour.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I'm not sure what I expected to find
Ah
here.
ouais.
I need to clear my head.
Ok, tranquille. Bonjour. Oh mon Dieu.
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Oh. Ah ouais. Je ne crois pas, monsieur Propre. Sauf si ça compte pour vous de vous avoir vu sur une bouteille
I
d'argent.
don't think so, Mr. Clean. Unless seeing your face on a bottle of detergent counts.
Oh, il va pas eBay. Oh mon Dieu, le rire de merde.
Always the joker, aren't you, Kathy?
What?
You. How do you know my name?
Mais c'est qui lui?
You told me, remember?
I feel strange. Am I dreaming?
It's the mending. I will try to facilitate.
Quoi?
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
Ah, merde de
I
rire.
knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Wait, what? How did I get here?
Hein?
Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Quoi? Mais j'avais pas fini. Il y avait une fleur, je voulais la prendre.
Oh,
Quoi, on parle à la grand-mère?
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
not at all.
Je sais pas, je suis bizarre. Non, bah en fait, on a
See you
rien à
later,
dire.
Grandma.
Take care.
Je sais pas du tout pourquoi on est arrivé là, en fait. T'es allé voir en haut? Pourquoi le jeu nous amène là? Y'a rien. Je ne comprends pas. Et si j'y retourne, il se passe quoi? Oh merde.
Hello? Creepy bald guy.
Monsieur le chauve bizarre.
Guess no one's home. Looks like a specimen of the red scythe.
On peut la prendre?
It's endangered. I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
Ouais, j'avoue. Non, 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 attends, attends.
That wasn't here before.
Elle n'est pas là avant. Oui, ben d'accord, mais à mon avis, c'est la suite du dessin,
What's
non?
this?
Oui! Oh, c'est l'homme rouge!
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Ok. Ben on se casse alors. Il y avait rien d'autre? Non. On va retourner à la maison du lac. Il y avait un truc avec le dessin là. On avance enfin les gens, on avance enfin. Pour le moment en tout cas. Ah, c'est toi.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Pourquoi tu me fermes la porte alors? Je sais pas, quand vous dites à quelqu'un, oui, ben viens, rentre. Tu refermes avant de pouvoir réouvrir. Je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Ah oui, sauf si t'as un loquet, machin, peut-être, à la limite. Et voilà.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
J'avoue. À l'homme rouge. Allez, sous.
I had a few more.
Shoot.
L'homme rouge.
Do you know who the red man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Sounds like he has quite an active imagination then.
On va pas lui dire qu'on l'a vu, là, de prendre pour une folle.
Oh, you have no idea. He has unique names for each of the kitchen utensils. Enough said.
Ok.
I think
Merci.
I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing.
Allez, on s'en va. On continue. Thermomètre.
It doesn't belong to me. I don't.
Je sais pas pourquoi on aurait voulu prendre un thermomètre. C'est pas grave, on s'en va. Et vroom vroom sur la moto. On doit aller où? Je vais refaire un petit peu tous les trucs que j'ai fait avant. Vite fait. Enfin, toutes les zones précédentes. Et puis on va aller à la clinique. Voir ce bon monsieur Wade. Vas-y, avance, avance, avance. Y'a personne là? Non, ok. Y'a rien ici. Peut-être aller au poste de police, demander s'ils connaissent l'homme rouge. Qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait aller leur dire? Hey, salut Lenny!
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Nah, I don't want. Nah. Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
You're joking, right?
No.
Never mind. Hey,
Weird.
Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah. I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid.
Oh,
I
c'est
remember
ça!
being sick and delirious for days.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Bah, à la réserve.
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Merci
Well,
Lenny.
gotta go.
See ya.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask? I don't need to ask.
Ouais, non. L'homme rouge?
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind.
Mais ça va, calme-toi. Oh là là.
Do you recognize this flower?
Matter of fact, I do. It's a local endangered plant with mild narcotic properties.
Yeah? Have you come across any users in the area?
Sure, but it's a bit tricky to do anything about it. Using it as a substance is technically illegal.
C'est techniquement
so
légal.
The
Ah bon?
illegal part is picking it in the first place.
Yes, knowingly picking the flower is a crime, according to the Endangered Species Act of 1973.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Non mais tracez pas, on va lui montrer la photo.
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's just some kids playing pranks with flashlights.
Oh, t'es chiant. Oh là là, il est
That's all for
chiant.
now.
Good.
On va aller parler au mec dans la prison, je suis sûre qu'il a des choses à nous dire. Je suis sûre qu'il connaît l'homme rouge. Ba-da.
Laney, I need you to do something.
How can I help us?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have
Da-da-da. Salut.
Hey,
Hi there.
so why'd they put you in that? Is that?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move.
That's the.
Ah,
I
mais
take
ça on
my
sait, on l'avait déjà lu.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. But that doesn't mean it was.
I think I've heard enough.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Oh.
Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
No wanted post.
Bon, on se casse. Y a rien. Et lui, on peut pas lui parler de ce qu'on veut. Allez, on va à la clinique. Eh, mais c'est pas le mec qui est en prison, là. Il est arrivé plus vite que moi. Je suis sûre que c'est lui.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
Eh ouais.
What do they call you anyway?
Gober. Everyone calls me
Gober.
Gober.
Quel
Alright.
nom? Gober.
Pleasure to meet you.
Salut. Oh, vas-y.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Ouais, vas-y, ça nous
Don't all
intéresse.
bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. The Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder,
La vessie de Jacob,
Usual
sérieux?
Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
C'est des pornos ton
Not
truc là.
ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Moi, je veux savoir les vessies de
I'm
Jacob là.
not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Tell me about the Silence of Lambert.
Ah.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
Ok, on s'en fout en fait.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon.
Sid
The
McBacon.
story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
No.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Ok.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair.
What?
Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Wow.
Oh, never mind.
Not the coaching type. I understand.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious.
Ah, on peut lui demander des trucs.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Vas-y,
Oh,
dis-moi.
just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
Ouais, bien sûr.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Est-ce qu'il va nous dire quelque chose d'intéressant ou pas?
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. Teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam.
What?
Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother? Do you know who
Ah,
Charles Wade is?
un joke.
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Okay.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know. They were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting.
Ouais.
Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right. I might do that.
C'est déjà ça. L'homme rouge.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Ah, dommage. Peut-être que lui, il savait.
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Enlighten me. Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They
Ouais.
used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Mei Lin and Little Ping.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
Putain, mais il nous raconte que des couilles, en fait.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other two?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay. Want to smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
C'est pareil.
I could, but only if I had a really good reason. Do you know what this key opens?
On
Your
sait jamais.
heart, mademoiselle?
Ah!
Brother.
Ah, quel lourd! Ah, il est lourd! Ouais, je me casse. Tu m'emmerdes.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Tu sers à rien.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt. A calendar from 19... I can't read it from here.
Est-ce que...
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need... A computer. They likely... Pretty sure she would object to...
Ouais, tu m'étonnes. Parlons à l'infirmière.
Excuse me, nurse?
Elle en a rien à foutre.
Yeah?
On ne vous paye pas assez. On ne vous paye pas assez.
Somebody around here needs their job.
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
Oh, connasse.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Ah, tu m'étonnes. On peut la taser?
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understand. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're...
Elle va pas nous laisser aller. Si, oh, tranquille. Ah.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Oh, merde.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Tu m'étonnes. Non mais je veux pas déposer dans les dossiers. Ah, on va peut-être demander à...
Plastic, but this looks like a real plant.
Non mais je m'en fous, je veux sortir. On peut même pas aller voir Charles Wade. Badam bam. Et rien par là. Je vais parler au clochard. À notre ami le clochard. À Goober. Goober, j'ai besoin de ton aide.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange
Lol.
I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Merde, c'était quoi déjà? Là, il tombe amoureux de sa vessie. Là, c'est un coiffeur. Je sais plus.
Never mind. So,
What about
Je vais vite refaire le truc,
tell
hein.
me about...
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate? For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using He marries his housekeeper. And he based on
Ok.
Give me the rundown.
a lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise. The story of the movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly... I guess it's more...
Ok.
Oh.
Not the...
Hey.
Sure.
Fais-moi le silence de Lino.
Probably the silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud.
Ça va pas marcher.
How could swell? How I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. But just no, it can't be. Hold me. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Oh, le pauvre.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to interview.
Ok, c'était de la merde, c'était pas le bon film.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey.
Sure.
La vessie de Jacob, vas-y, on va toutes les faire.
Pressure.
Ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Non, c'était pas bon. On va tous les essayer, hein, on trouvera bien. Voilà, quoi. Que Que voulez-vous
Hey, Doofus.
Hop.
Hey,
Shut
how about
Vas-y.
business.
On essaye, hein. Ta-da-na-na-na.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell?
I don't
Bacon?
want to interrupt
Oh,
the
Bobby,
show.
my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you. You've been a great...
Mais elle réagit à rien, l'autre conne. Pardon. Ah. Ça ne marche pas.
Hey, Doofus. Hey,
Sure.
natural bald.
Bald move. Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again.
Salut Origins, comment tu vas?
Turn this scalp into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world has never seen. Okay, Doctor, I'm counting down now.
Again?
10,
No thanks. I'm gonna have to
9,
think outside the box.
8, 7, 6. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
I don't want to interrupt the
Mais
show.
ça sert à rien. Oh.
Again? No.
Mais alors, je sais pas ce que je dois faire, hein. Ba-da-da-da-dam, ba-dam-bam.
Hey, Doofus.
Oh,
So,
what about
why do you always die at the...
type cat?
Oh, no.
Not the co.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Bon, bah, je me casse alors. On va d'abord aller à la clinique. Oh mon Dieu, non. Oh, please.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm
Ah.
glad you decided to come here.
Donnez-lui un
Yeah,
enfant.
but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never
Il y a les
assume that.
lumières.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Ouais.
Anything
25
you
000 questions.
I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy.
Isaac.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Il parle trop calmement, cet homme-là.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church. Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
C'est ça, ouais. Je te crois pas.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Do you know what this key opens?
I'm
No.
afraid not, my child.
I don't need to show him that. I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
Si, faut le taser, faut taser.
I don't
Allez.
need to.
Ok, bon, on s'en fout. Allez.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
Ok, Origins,
It was the
bisous à
work of
toi.
the
Merci
devil,
d'être
I'll say
passé.
that
Bisous.
much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Il a fait tout ça?
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know anyone who
Demandons-lui
goes by the
tout, hein, on verra
nickname
bien,
Moule?
ça débloquera peut-être quelque chose.
I have no idea. Sorry.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
La fin est proche.
Do you know anything about Lily Meyer's art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one.
Son
This
histoire est
church was
fascinante.
founded by my
Ah,
father,
c'est une église.
Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kind of empty to me.
It's not really...
Pam, 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 pam.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Tu connais l'homme rouge?
This may sound strange, but have you heard of or seen a strange man dressed in red?
Only our Lord and Savior Jesus. Surely his rags were drenched in blood as he lay upon the cross.
That's not what I meant. I mean someone here, in Conwell Springs.
Are you joking? I haven't seen a person like that, no.
Mais quoi, des vêtements rouges, ça existe, hein, mec?
I could, but I think I'll keep it to my...
Oh, mais il veut pas.
That's all I...
May the Lord...
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights. Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
Est-ce qu'on peut y aller? Est-ce qu'il va nous dire quelque chose?
Locked.
Ah ouais.
A bunch of red by...
On va lire la Bible. Ça va être
I
chouette.
really shouldn't. They might burn.
Oh, lol.
It's an altar. You know,
Y'a rien d'autre qu'on peut faire. L'autre porte.
could lead to a sac... Locked.
Locked. Ouais.
Isaac Price. Impressive window.
Non mais je m'en fous, je veux lui parler. Dépêche-toi.
Hello, Isaac.
Oh,
I've got
j'ai
a few
chaud.
more questions for you.
I'm all ears.
Mais montre-lui cette putain de photo. Qu'est-ce qu'il va te faire? Il va te cracher au
I
visage.
could, but I think I have more to gain from us. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
Mais il t'a déjà dit tout ce que tu voulais.
Care to tell...
I this church back, however, he was then the this
Blah 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 blah.
I take it...
but I. It's
T'as déjà dit.
time.
Bon, ben je me casse alors, hein. Merci
That's all I need for now,
pour
Father.
ces informations.
May the
qui
Lord
ne
shine
servent à
his
rien.
light on you.
On se casse. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je fasse d'autre? Moi, je vais cueillir la fleur.
It's in date.
Y'a moyen d'aller ailleurs? Ah non, on se casse. D'accord. La cabane au bord du lac, je pense qu'on a rien. Les flics non plus. Le cimetière. Pff, mamie, elle a rien à nous dire. Je vais retourner à la clinique, alors j'ai oublié un truc à la clinique, c'est pas possible. Il doit y avoir un truc à faire avec Goober, mais quoi?
No thanks. Rose and... I can't read it. I can't read it from here.
Mais t'arrives jamais à rien lire là, t'es chiante.
I can't read it. Again?
Elle va redescendre tout de suite en me disant elle sert à rien.
No point.
J'ai fait caca dans ma culotte.
Hey, doof.
Oh, huh?
Hey.
Sure.
Bon, on va la refaire.
Oh,
Allez, vas-y, rentre tout de suite. Peut-être qu'on doit jouer un rôle.
Alcazwell. How I wish I could speak.
I don't
I
want
have so
to...
many things left to say. My chest, no. It can't be. Hold me.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go
Thank
to.
you. You've been a great audience.
Pretty sure she would object.
Mais ça sert à rien, on fait tout ce qu'il fait. L'autre, elle bouge pas là. Une bonne claque et c'est bon, non, on en a débarrassé, on la tase. Ah, peut-être que je peux taser Goober. Comme ça, elle va devoir venir s'en occuper.
I could, but only... Yep, it's full of trash.
Je vois pas ce que je peux faire alors.
Oh,
J'ai peut-être une idée.
sure.
Vas-y, refais ça.
Oh,
Bon, j'ai peut-être une idée, mais c'est tordu, hein.
Alcazwell. How I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My
Good
chest,
idea, but
no.
it wouldn't
It
match
can't
his
be.
symptoms.
Ah merde!
Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
C'est quoi les symptômes? Zut. Et quoi, il ressort ou pas? On va taser quelqu'un. J'ai trop hâte de voir ce que ça va donner. Enfin, ouais.
Hey.
Bah, je sais pas.
Definitely.
Je sais pas lequel prendre, moi, comme film. Badam bam.
Oh, Jenny, everything is
Badam bam, badam
Your name
bam,
are like peas and
bam.
carrots.
Good idea, but
I'm just so
Merde,
full of
pas le bon.
your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny,
Badam
where did you
bam.
go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a
Ah,
great
putain,
audience.
tout le monde s'en fout de ta performance à la con. Tu es un mauvais acteur, Goober.
hey, doof. Hey.
Shut
How about
this.
Oh, je les réessaye tous, hein. On va bien trouver celui qui correspond, hein. Bam, badam,
You guys
bam.
did all this for me. You know
Ah, ça ne correspond
what's
pas à
this
ses
smell?
symptômes.
Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
nurse? He's seizing.
Oh shit!
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
J'aime bien. Merde! Attendez. On n'a pas... ouais. Ça fait plaisir, hein, tellement. J'aimerais tellement taser quelqu'un dans la vraie vie, voir ce que ça fait. Juste voir son regard. C'est Mendez Otorgador. Tu peux le noter dans le chat, Dragonzald? C'est Mendez Otorgador. Ça va, je m'en souviens. Charles Wade, date de naissance 14 du 8 en 24. Date de décès, il n'est pas encore décédé. Demande de prise en charge, Dr. A. Friedman, centre médical de Saint-Francis. Chambre 68, état stable. Ok.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez.
Carlita
What
Mendez.
a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse. Rows and columns of files. Account.
Ok, bah on y va alors, hein, let's go. Badam bam. Badam bam, badam bam bam. Ah. Oh merde, il a un garde.
It's all right, Claude. Understood, sir.
Merci, Claude.
So, you managed to find me.
Ouais.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill
Mais what
my
the
face
fuck, on
with?
s'en fout de ta
Will
vie.
that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your...
Je fais ça pour mon papa, pour mon papy, pardon.
This must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him.
Mais arrête de me raconter ta vie, je veux juste te poser des questions. Je ne suis pas là pour ça.
This is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
Mais on va pas te tuer.
The person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something that Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Ah, ça te la coupe, hein?
I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
Ah, ouais.
Certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I
Non,
must
je suis
say,
pas une grande gueule, je peux rien.
I'm intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
On va lui poser toutes les questions du monde, hein.
About what happened to my grandfather in 81.
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help.
Mais oui, je sais, Billy, je
How do
sais.
you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph, but he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an
Ouais, tu voulais,
there
hein?
were strings attached.
Ah,
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the health care, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together. Married our high school sweethearts together.
Ah, vous avez baisé aussi ensemble tant que vous y êtes.
I can't even begin to count.
Qu'est-ce qu'il parle dans ce jeu?
Saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice. But he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile
Eh, tu parles pas comme ça de mes parents,
I
d'accord?
couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. I should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
On va rien
Our
dire.
family started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Pourquoi? Parce que vous pouvez plus se pencher en avant?
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school.
Tu mens! Tu mens, Francis, tu mens!
Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the painting speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of some connoisseurs.
Il m'inspire pas
Shortly
confiance,
after
hein.
procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for. Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Tu mens. Continue
Can
à
you
me
tell
parler
me
de ça.
about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had
Ennui.
a Rembrandt and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Wow.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Continue à me parler de lui.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a
C'est
literal
long.
sense. He's been held in a
C'est
mental
long.
institution for
Et
years.
on va mourir.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Ouais, j'y vais souvent. On va lui dire la vérité.
My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself,
What?
trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Ça, on n'a pas fini de parler avec lui, hein.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Parle-moi de l'homme rouge.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Ah, dommage.
Do you
Montre-lui la
recognize this,
photo.
Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran. Taken shortly before we
Cochrane.
went to
Jimmy
the war.
Cochrane.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
Ok.
Do you
La
know
clé?
what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
Ah, n'importe quoi. Oh, d'accord. Tu veux une
I
clope?
don't need to show him that.
Tu veux un
I don't
briquet?
need to show him that.
Tu veux que je le tase?
He's being cooperative at the moment. I shouldn't push my luck.
Moi, je veux taser tout le monde. Ah,
Do you know
pardon, de la
what
fleur.
this is?
A flower? Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this?
Oh, t'es chiant.
What do you
Tiens.
see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large.
Bien sûr, des lucioles qui font 20 cm de large, bien évidemment,
I don't need to.
Bon bah, je me casse.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
Ouais.
Just some boring landscape paintings. Just some boring. Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him.
Oh, mais les gramophones, c'est trop bien, moi j'en veux un.
A private phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
Regardez, il est gâté.
He looks weak, but his eyes are sharp.
Ouais.
That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day.
Bah peut-être aucun.
I'd rather not. He'd crush me like a twig.
Ok, ben on se casse. On a tout ce qu'il nous faut. C'est ce qu'on... On suppose.
Rows and columns.
Est-ce qu'on doit aller dans l'ordinateur? Ah, comment il s'appelait? Cochran. Ah. Non mais ça va, on n'a pas besoin de savoir tout ça. On peut descendre? Ah ouais. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait chercher d'autre? Myers. On va rechercher tous les noms du monde. Enfin, je crois. Myers. Cochran. Tous les noms qu'on connaît, on va les faire. Hein. Même l'infirmière. Ah, elle est pas dedans. Non plus. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut chercher d'autre? Qu'est-ce qu'on a connu comme nom? Je l'avais bien écrit? Ouais. Ok, y'a rien, c'est bon, on se casse. Badam bam, badam bam. Je vais enregistrer ma progression. Ouais, non, ça on s'en fout. Enregistrer. Clinique. Sauvegarder. Bam. Ok, bah c'est l'heure de la pause. Pause de 5 minutes, comme d'hab. Ne bougez pas.